Welcome back, everyone. Time for Daybreak in 10 on Color 10.
We'll be on the air commercial-free for the next 10 straight minutes beginning right now. Let's get started with a check of today's forecast with Elisa. Good morning.
Good morning. It's another cold start out there this morning. It's only 15 degrees in Springfield with clouds and southerly winds. We're down to 19 in Branson, 17 in Ava, 16 in Monette, and 17 in Fort Leonard Wood. Winds are shifting to the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We are still finding wind chills in the single digits. It feels like 8 in Springfield and 9 in Branson. So make sure you bundle up this morning. Don't forget your gloves. Dress in layers. It is very cold out there this morning. Still a little bit slick to the east and to the northeast where we had snow yesterday, but otherwise just a cold start this morning. Cold sunshine this afternoon with that temperature at 37 degrees with sunshine. So quiet today, just some cool sunshine even for January. Increasing clouds tonight. We start with a wintry mix to the west by sunrise tomorrow morning. It pulls to the east. So you see multiple colors here, some of those blues, greens, and pinks. I think we're going to have that wintry mix, especially in the morning. Then maybe we're warm enough for that slushy or rain in the afternoon, and I think we're just going to be going back and forth with these precipitation types through the next couple of days. So we start day one with that mixed terrain on Wednesday, then a wintry mix early on Thursday, maybe to a rain, and then maybe cold enough for snow later on in the day, and then we could be looking at straight snow on Friday. So what to expect here is that wintry mix arrives by sunrise tomorrow. We'll have that cold rain in the afternoon, a wintry mix and rain on Thursday, could be changing to snow late, and then we'll have that chance of snow on Friday depending on the track of the system. I do expect this back and forth with the precipitation types, especially from day and night as temperatures go below freezing, warm above freezing, so that gives us some low confidence in totals for snow and ice. I do expect at the very least just some slick roads there. We're looking at those temperatures staying in the 30s through Saturday, finally warming up on Sunday and Monday with those temperatures nearing 50 degrees. So here's that 7-day forecast. Some cold sunshine today, then that wintry mix, especially Wednesday and Thursday. Could be all snow on Friday, clouds and staying pretty cold on Saturday. Then we warm up with temperatures back near 50 on Sunday. Joe, Lauren.
Some Springfield kids are learning about influential African Americans like historical leaders, world leaders, and athletes.
It's all part of the 3rd annual Black History Month art contest. Our Color 10's Nija McDonald visited the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield for the contest kickoff, and she's back with us this morning to explain the competition. Nija.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. The children I met with might be young, but they say equality and justice for all is important, which they're expressing through art. Now, as part of the contest, the students are asked to create a portrait of an influential African American of their choice. The children also learned about the impact the African American community has on society by learning about people ranging from Harriet Tubman to President Barack Obama. April Myers is a local college student who volunteers at the Boys and Girls Club. Myers says it's important to honor those who came before us.
Yeah, we're one of the largest cities in Missouri, but there's a lot of work to be done, and there's a lot that can't be done. It just takes for individuals to want to stand behind that and actually do the work.
Well, the art contest will run through the month of February, with the winners being selected at the beginning of March.
All right, Nija McDonald reporting this morning. Moving on now, winter weather has certainly caused some problems for our northeastern counties. A major traffic slowdown near Phillipsburg after 2 separate crashes happened on I-44 yesterday. In one crash, a semi went off the road. Another car spun out in the middle of the highway. Now, it took crews hours just to clean that up. And down the street on I-44, cars were backed up for miles while crews worked. Another scene, just another reminder to make sure to always use caution when driving in this bad winter weather.
And some of those roads are still covered this morning, especially to our north and east.
That's right. We'll pull up the MoDOT Travelers map for you. Of course, Springfield looking a little bit green there, which means roads are clear. We like to see that, but the northeast part of our viewing area, Laclede, Dallas counties, Camden, Wright, Texas, Pulaski, they all could have some partially covered roads.
Especially if you live near Waynesville, Crocker, or Camdenton, be careful. Those areas appear to be the most covered.
And our #1 story on our website right now, of course, is school closings. About 25 rural districts will not have class today. The number's always changing, especially still this early in the morning. Most of them are in counties that had that snow. OzarksFirst.com, under the weather tab, we'll pull up those closings for you. Moving on to put crime into focus for you now, a 20-year-old man will be sentenced today for 2 counts of statutory sodomy in a 2018 incident involving an 8-year-old girl. Ian Balaam Knotts pleaded guilty to the crimes last July. He was arrested in July of 2018 after a 14-year-old family member reported seeing him assault the child. He was originally charged with rape of a victim less than 12, but pleaded to the reduced charge of statutory sodomy. And some political coverage for you. The impeachment trial against President Trump begins today at noon. Last week, Speaker Nancy Pelosi presented the 2 articles of impeachment to the Senate to begin the trial. Once ground rules are voted on, opening statements will begin. House managers and the president's legal team will both be given 2 days for opening arguments. After that, there will be a vote whether to consider witnesses or not. Democrats hope 4 Republicans will convince Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to allow witness testimony during the trial. That's something that House Leader McConnell has been opposed to. Dr. Brian Calfano tells us, though, he doesn't expect this trial to last very long.
Bare brass, bare knuckle time here. I think it comes down to a couple weeks, go through the process, treat it reverently, and then have that vote, which I think everyone expects will be nowhere near close in terms of getting President Trump out of office, so he'll be acquitted.
The president's defense team filed a brief yesterday saying abuse of power and obstruction of Congress are not impeachable offenses. They also say the impeachment process did not allow the president to defend himself.
Surely by now you know that the Chiefs are headed to Super Bowl 54 in Miami, beating the Titans Sunday night to win the AFC Championship. But did you know this? It's just been announced that Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes has now officially become the #1 player on the NFL's merchandise list. He knocked off New England's Tom Brady.
All right, always good to have a win over Tom Brady. People say that even with the merch sales. A Bentonville football player is headed to the Super Bowl. Micah Johnson was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer 2 years ago. He's always wanted to go to that game, and this year his big dream is coming true. Students at Washington Junior High raised money through the Make-A-Wish Foundation to send he and his family down to Miami.
I'm actually very pumped. It's something I've wanted to do ever, is go to Super Bowl.
We will also be following the Kansas City Chiefs every step of the way on the road to Miami.
We'll help you enjoy the experience, guys, of course. In 1 week, we'll take you through stories happening down there in Florida.
You'll see special broadcasts on our sister station, KRBK, that's Fox, and digital streaming programs on ozarksfirst.com.
That's right. Super Bowl 54 is February 2nd. Kickoff at 5:30, and you can watch the game on Ozarks Fox, KRBK. It'll be a big one.
Don't want to miss it. Let's take a look at what's coming up this morning after daybreak.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning, President Trump is in Switzerland for the World Economic Forum as his historic impeachment trial begins. Norah O'Donnell spoke exclusively with 4 of the House impeachment managers about how they will make their case for the president's removal. Plus, we're in the Virgin Islands for a first-hand look at the secluded island where Jeffrey Epstein allegedly trafficked underage girls, and you're going to hear from one of his alleged victims. Also, Oprah, as in Winfrey, is here in Studio 57 to reveal the latest edition of her book club. It's a good read. We'll see you guys at 7.
What other Oprah?
Is that that's exactly what I was going to say?
As if there's another.
There's a reason she doesn't need to include the last name. But
Boy, oh boy.
Anyway.
All right, so the president is over there in Switzerland right now, and of course, climate change is a big thing, or big conversation topic there. It's, the theme is stakeholders for a cohesive and sustainable world. The president just spoke a little while ago and said that the United States will join the 1 Trillion Trees initiative to help end deforestation and help with the climate change. By 2050, I believe, is the goal for 1 trillion trees.
Okay, we'll be following along with that. So will CBS this morning. Also, the other top story today is President Trump's impeachment. Although he's overseas, that's happening. The Senate trial back at home today, beginning at noon Central Time.
That is right. And he was asked about that before his introductory statements at the World Economic Forum. He met with reporters before that. Here's what he had to say about it.
Meeting with world leaders, the biggest, most important people in the world, and we're bringing back tremendous business to the United States, and they're all here to see. I'll be making a speech, and then we'll be leaving shortly. But I think it's very important. The other's just a hoax. It's the witch hunt that's been going on for years.
That's in response to the question of why are you here now? Shouldn't you rather be in Washington?
At his own impeachment trial, sure. Today, though, will be kind of the formalities, right? With the impeachment trial, it's the resolution that they will be debating taking up, and both parties will have, 24 hours to get through that?
24 hours over the course of 2 days. So it's going to be 2 12-hour days, and when you start at noon, your day is going into 1 a.m. Eastern time there.
Whew. All right.
So a lot for Congress to deal with there, and a lot for kids that have school today, a lot to deal with clothes-wise. Bundle up, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, some schools still closed east and northeast where we got some of that snow yesterday, so check ozarksfirst.com. Otherwise, it is just cold out there this morning. We've got temperatures in the teens again, 37 by dismissal, which, hey, is better than yesterday, but that's still below average. Then starting tomorrow, we start with this slushy mix to cold rain to maybe some snow to just everything, right?
That's just going to linger around for a while?
Yeah, until Friday, guys. So
I got my eyes on Sunday. Is it too soon to say that? Maybe.
Not at all right? Thanks so much for starting your Tuesday morning with us here, everyone.